Time of death, 10:16 a.m. These life-altering, soul-shattering words were pronounced, followed by the loudest silence I had ever heard. Just moments prior, I was surrounded by medical professionals that stormed the room, frantically beeping machines, and the haunting sound of a code blue being paged over and over again. In just a moment, my spouse and best friend was truly gone. A terrible scream was ripped out of my throat, a keening, agonized sound. I later realized that was the moment that my heart shattered, the moment that I died too, although I was still living and breathing. The years following this devastating loss went by in such a blur. I tried very hard and very unsuccessfully to stay so busy that I would outrun my grief. I became a very efficient robot. How? How does someone persevere through that kind of loss? For me, it was my beautiful 2- and 4-year-old children. They were this bright, shining light during these really dark days. But despite being surrounded by incredible family and friends, I still often felt achingly lonely. Have you ever been surrounded by people, maybe in a room like this, but still felt so lonely? I didn't even talk to God anymore, the God I had faithfully and lovingly served every day of my life. I felt like he had just turned his back on us, abandoned us, and didn't hear our pitiful cries. Do you want to know what a turning point for me was? Okay, I'll tell you. I had an email inbox full of unopened faith-based devotionals. And one day, the word pain caught my eye. I started reading, and I was so touched by a verse found in John 10:10 that says, I came that they may live, and they may live abundantly. Woo! I liked the idea of that. My friends, I'm going to invite you to please remember the word abundantly and say it with me in just a moment, okay? All right, so I mull this over and eventually come to the conclusion that I didn't want to just rough it through life anymore. I wanted to live again. How did I want to live? Abundantly. Nice job. So, yes, I'm ready to move abundantly, but the question was, how? Well, for years, I had been telling my patients all about the health benefits of wellness and faith-based strategies, and it looked like the time had come for me to put that into practice myself. I started with baby steps. I began exercising again. I didn't start with burpees, although nothing really says I'm really trying here like voluntarily throwing your body on the floor only to have to get yourself back up again. After a group fitness class one day, I realized something. I was starting to feel calm. My usually hectic thoughts had simmered down. My heart was bursting with gratitude. Grateful that the workout was over and that I survived it, and grateful for the breath in my lungs. I was becoming part of a community while working up a sweat. I was feeling so full. Actually, I was very hungry after that workout, but I was emotionally full. So in addition to the faith, fitness, community, and gratitude, I started sprinkling other elements of wellness into my healing journey. Things like eating gut-healthy foods, deep diaphragmatic breathing, and meditation. I didn't think I was ever going to feel whole again. And it was a long time and a rough road before I became Sandra 2.0, standing humbly before you this evening. Thank you. Thank you. Although I'm different than the person I was before tragedy, one important thing remained the same. My deep love for cheesy, nerdy jokes. Like, I will snort and knee slap, so if you have the same humor, you like dad jokes, mom jokes, cheesy jokes, nerdy science jokes, come find me later. I've got at least 5 I can share with you. Today, I am blessed to share my life with a wonderful husband who supports me and encourages me to share my story and care for others every day. He and my stepson have been such a gift to our family, enriching our lives in ways beyond what we could have imagined. With God's grace, I was able to persevere through grief and loss by stepping into self-care and wellness, embracing community, and staying connected to my faith. These healing elements helped me feel whole again. Now, this new chapter doesn't overshadow the love and the lessons of my past, but honors them. weaving the strength and spirit of my late husband into the fabric of our lives. All together, we build a legacy of love, resilience, and hope. My friends, I have learned that when we find a way to turn our pain into purpose, we find that just on the other side, a very joyful and abundant life awaits every single one of us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.